don't want you to go through that. I want you to know that you are somebody. All of y'all. All of y'all, you gotta understand that. Is that the choices that you make today is gonna dictate your future. So I thank you so much. And that, just looking at oneself to determine what you want in life. And that's what I did.
Thank you for that. Okay, that's last one or not? Okay, last question. It's gotta be good. What's your name again?
Jovan.
Jovan. Bring it. Who is it for? Who you pointing to? I don't know what that means. What's the one? Okay, what's your question?
What year did you go to jail?
In 93.
Okay, that was it? All right, thank you. Okay, he had his hand up for a while. Last question, that's it. I'm cutting it off. Okay, come on. Last question, because you've been raising your hand for a long time. Come here. Okay, what's your name?
Makai.
Makai, what's your question?
One. And
Officer.
so, how long did it take you to like learn all of this? Well, I told you that my job was care, custody, and control. That's not the only thing I have to read. I have to read all the rules and regulations, all the memos, all that supersede the last memos and the rules and regulations, and all the rules that changes through the state. I have to read every day. Plus my job description I have to read. I have to know what all my inmates are. I had 99 inmates on my unit. I had to know what each one of them were. So every day, ritually, when I come in 15 minutes before my shift, I have to get briefed what's going on my door, who did what, who got stabbed, who went to the box, who was making hooch, who's high, who did this. I had to learn all of these things, and I have to do this every day. Every day, ritual.
Okay, one.
Did you, I was,
They gotta hear your question. Go ahead.
did you think beforehand, like, what would happen after that?
Did you hear that question? I don't think y'all heard that
They're
question.
talking.
He asked the question is, did I think about the consequences to my actions before I did it? That's a really good question. And I wonder, as I'm looking out, if each individual in here understands their consequences of not listening. What's coming to them. Because at that time of the incident, no, I wasn't thinking about that. It's about what Tracy talked about, her son calling her 20 times to get out. He wasn't thinking about that. These are gangsters. Dudes in the street that will pop your head off. But when they're in prison, that all goes. Now they want to be son. They want to be all good. But it's too late. It's too late at that time. So, you got to make the right choices. It's all about choices.
Thank you.
Can we please give everybody a round of applause for giving up their time coming in? Most of you were decent today. Some of you, we still have work. The work that we're doing is important. All of us are trying to put it into the school to prison pipeline. Every single one of us. We're trying to do it proactively. Getting out here, warning you, and letting you know. Because most of the time, if you're a corrections officer, it's reactive. They have to commit the crime, right? Police officers, reactive. Working with those who are released, reactive. We are trying to get out and tell you, you can't do these things. I told Mr. Solar about a story I received from one of the districts I worked in Maryland last week. It was a story about a boy who, during my time there, he tried to fight me in the school. And I received this story last week that in the mall, in Wheaton Mall in Maryland, he stabbed 2 people and murdered them. Now this 17-year-old boy is being tried as an adult. His name is Angelo Jackson, look it up. It is sad because he was warned. He was warned. I never pressed charges against him for what he did. Tried to help out the family. We tried to give money, tried to tell you can't operate this way. It will catch up with you. That is why we're all here. Mr. Juan Flores is telling you because he wants you to learn from what happened with him. I could have been a Juan Torres. Believe me, there's a few brothers probably standing here right now, some of the adults, who could have been Mr. Flores.
Sure.
But we had a chance. You don't always get chances. Like he said, with these 3 strikes laws, mandatory sentencing, the government really does not care about you. You are a number. And so what I see inside of the classrooms, when I see kids just getting up, walking around, you're taking your education as a joke, you will pay the price for that. There will be a price. We have parents who are removing their children because of the behavior of some of our students. And there are some who want to, but aren't able to do it right now until they get the resources. We have some good people in here. We have some great adults, we have some great kids. And it's disappointing when people give up their time, coming and showing you that they care, and you're disrespectful. This is an opportunity for you to, when you leave here, reflect on the bus ride home and the after-school program. Many adults aren't doing this. Police officers aren't in the buildings that much. Corrections officers definitely don't come in.
Sure don't.
Former felons, they don't come in. But those are the people you need to see, and you really need to listen to them. He survived it. And many brothers don't survive it. Many people go into prison and they die. You go in there, they check you for AIDS when you go in. When you leave, they don't check you. So these men go home to their wives and their girlfriends, and they pass it on. 80% of the people who are incarcerated right now do not have high school diplomas. So we're trying to tell you, if you do not educate yourself, the odds are going to be against you. Factory jobs aren't there anymore, people. Maybe they'll change under the new president. We'll see what happens. But jobs are not there. The only thing you really have, because most of us are not superstar athletes or entertainers, is your opportunity to get an education. So if you wonder why, as some of you said, why do you look so mad? I am not mad, I am frustrated with the fact I know where you're going to go. Mr. Flores knows where you're going to go. Ms. Paulette knows where you're going to go. And you are not listening to the people who are telling you if you continue on this road, that is where you're going to be. But at the end of the day, when they walk out of here, their conscience is clear. Our conscience is going to be clear. When Mr. Solar talks to you, he's clearing his conscience. So when I see you 10 years from now, hopefully you can hold your head up high. I'm in the military. I'm working. I'm in college. I'm doing something positive with my life. I did not meet America's expectations for me. I want all of you to be successful. But from what I've seen today, the jury is out. We'll see how many of you are truly successful. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you.
Oh my God. You said it all. That's a wrap. Well, thank you for allowing us to be here and having conversation. I'm done. That's a wrap, honey. I'm done. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Please have a seat, people. We're going to dismiss from here. Please have a seat. Have a seat. We only have 5 minutes left of school, so have a seat. We'll dismiss from here. Thank you. Appreciate it.
back.